These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Following up on the death penalty in Arizona, the state Supreme Court is laying out the next steps to resume executions. State must submit their motion for an execution warrant for Aaron Gunshie's by this Friday. This would be the first execution since the governor temporarily halted them for a review of the state's practices. Gunshie's asked to bypass the legal system and be executed next month. The justices denied that request. They'll decide whether to issue an execution warrant on February 11th. Now, throughout this legal drama, the victim's family in this case says they just want closure and for the process to be over. Watch that ABC 15 exclusive on our streaming platforms. Watching Washington now, Arizona Senator Ruben Gallego is backing a new immigration bill. House passed the Laken-Riley Act, the first bill of the session. It's named after a Georgia college student killed by an undocumented migrant while she was out for a run. Jose Ibarra had previously been arrested for theft but not deported. Bill would require U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement to arrest illegal immigrants who commit certain nonviolent crimes. Mandates the migrants be detained until they're removed from the U.S. ABC 15 Mornings anchor Nick Saletti spoke to Senator Gallego about the first major bill he's now backing in the Senate.
Of course, in the Senate, it needs 60 votes to pass. There are a couple other Democrats who have said that they're going to support this, but there needs to be a little bit more Democratic support to get it over 60 votes. So what would your message be to fellow Democrats?
You can be for this bill and still be for immigration reform. This is a bill that is particularly in response to a horrific incident that happened in Georgia and to a problem of some undocumented people that are committing crimes and at the same time continue to commit crimes because they are not in a deportation process and or the police does not know where they are. So by making sure that we bring security to our communities, it doesn't preclude us also being what we are truly in support of, which is immigration reform, the DREAM Act, and other sensible immigration reform programs to really fix the overall broken system.
Senate is expected to debate the bill this Friday. It needs 60 votes to pass. New appliances for your home, they're not cheap, and with the amount of money you pay, you expect them to at least last, right? But what if your shiny new gadget turns out to be a dud? If something doesn't seem right, Consumer Reports says, don't wait to take action.
You have a relatively short period of time to get this sort of situation resolved. So just really trust your gut. If you feel something is wrong with the appliance, just immediately try to go for either a replacement or a refund.
Start with a call to the retailer where you bought the appliance. If you don't have any luck there, try the manufacturer. Whoever you're calling, try to get in touch with a live human being. It's hard, I know sometimes, right? And of course, keep a paper trail of everything. After the busy holiday season, it's a good idea to give your car a little bit of a checkup so you don't fall behind on maintenance like tire rotations or oil changes. Our Operation Safe Roads team says ignoring small problems could create costly repairs in the new year.
It's the cheapest money that you can spend for preventing problems with your car. That is a fact.
Data from Carfax estimates 20% of drivers are behind on oil changes. Low or dirty oil can lead to engine failure or other expensive problems. Nearly 30% of people are behind on tire rotations, leading to uneven tire wear, especially for vehicles with front-wheel drive.
Tires they're pulling all the weight. They're holding the weight of the transmission. They're holding the weight of the engine.
Other services you shouldn't delay: changing your transmission fluid and brake fluid.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, tracking a cold night across the state as colder air settles in. We've got some freeze warnings in outlying areas here. As we zoom out and take the broader look, it is going to include areas just south of Phoenix, like Maricopa, Casa Grande, Eloy, and Florence, even Santan Valley in this one. So remember to protect your plants, your pipes, bring your pets inside, and bundle up. This is tonight going into tomorrow morning, and again tomorrow night going into the following morning, where we're going to have to deal with these freezing and near freezing temperatures. Casa Grande down to 31. Globe tonight at 29. 20s in Sedona and Prescott too, and teens in the forecast for Payson, Heber, and Cholo. Flagstaff down to just 10 degrees. This latest storm system is going to start to head east, but behind it, winds shift out of the north, and it is going to be another windy day tomorrow across northern Arizona and along the Colorado River. Some breezes in the valley with a high of just 66 degrees. That is near average for this time of the year. We'll spend the rest of the week and the weekend in the mid 60s, the 70s potentially back by Wednesday.